Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at every Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm excited to check this one out. I don't even remember why I created this thumbnail oh so long ago for this game, which is currently on GameFound. It's not quite funded yet. That's Demon Castle Mononoke. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. From Cardboard Revolution. It's got 4.5 thousand people, fans of it, signed up, wanted to know more, be here day one potentially, but only 364 converted. Not a great amount. Like, you look next to it, and these numbers, 1.7 thousand to 6.5, 2.4 to 5.1, 1.6 to 7.9. Like, well, their claustrophobia is a different story, but no, claustrophobia is roughly about the same one, 10 or 11 times 1. So, not hitting on all marks here. Also, partially not funded because of a very large funding goal here of at least 30, 40,000 bucks. Now, I will say I didn't realize that there were these big components in this thing. I thought it was like a little light social deduction game, so I think they've changed their main image. Interesting. A cooperative survival game where 1 to 4 players struggle to survive in a ruined castle as it's besieged by a powerful Mononoke and Yōkai from Japanese mythology. Can be played solo, co-op, or all versus one with a 5th player acting as the powerful Mononoke. Cool. Love it. Cooperative, 1 versus all, good stuff. Look at the main image. I know you want to spotlight your unique artwork, but you got to zoom in on something, and I don't think it's this. Like, that does nothing. You got a lot of wasted space over here. I think you need to zoom in on whatever this is, because I think that's a mini, but it could just be something folded up, like a character board. I'm not even quite sure what you're trying to show me there. It makes me more intrigued, but it doesn't exactly sell me when, you know, there's other stuff to click on here. Like, there's... Wow, there's 24, wow, 28, 33 projects on Kickstarter or on GameFound right now. That I do believe is the most I've ever seen on GameFound at one time that I can recall of board games. That's good for them. Good for them, because there's still hundreds on Kickstarter as well. I covered one last week. There's like the 177th most popular. So, wow, board game. Just booming right now. So we got a couple videos. Let's see what we got. We got 5 things here. First, they want us to watch the official trailers. Always with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's see how they convince 365 people they could do it. That's the thing. What is that? Let's get to some steak here. You got 77 seconds. Choose your lost soul. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, look at that. There was a lot of text on those cards. So, wildly asymmetrical, potentially. Stupid GameFound with your dag nabbit. There we go. But a review and demo playthrough also. Okay. Choose your lost soul. Build the castle. It's a cool looking board. Ooh, different every time. Okay. I see the gameplay here. That looks fun. There's a lot of text and a lot of information on these cards. And maybe it's flavor, but that's... If I'm a fan of the theme, I'm digging it. Battle Deadly Yōkai. Would like to sell the back of those cards. Defend the castle. Numbers. Defeat the Mononoke. So this was the thing in the background. So it is, it's like a pop-up, it's a pop-up thing. Interesting. I would zoom in on that on some sort of perspective so I can see that on the main image, because that's a big gimmick. That's a cool gimmick. And you place cards here. Oh, this is like an altar? Okay, purely thematic, but hey, cool looking. I'm in. I want to play it. It looks fun. Why do we need $40,000, I think, is the main question here. Why is $22,000 not enough to fund this game? I work for a manufacturer. I work for Hero Time Manufacturers. You can get a quote from them if you want. I recommend them. But why do you need $40,000 to make this game? This is not a $40,000 game. There's like, what in the world? So we do have a review and we have a playthrough. Excellent. So the do I want it? Yes. The can you do it? I don't know, but I like the cut of your jig. You raised 22,000 bucks, and the how much is it? Not sure. 1 to 5 players, ages 60 plus. So it's 55 bucks. I would put that on the marquee. Once again, I go back to that main image and how uninspiring I thought it was. There's just bare spot. Put 55. That's a great price. Like a $55 60-minute cooperative game? What a novel concept. We're not spending $212? Why not? All right, Cardboard Revolution. What have they done? They did Loam, the game of soil biodiversity, which raised $32,000. Let's make sure people got their stuff. Always important. By the way, if you're enjoying the Kickstarter content, please be sure to click on my Kickstarter link down below. I'm launching May 11th. You can buy your own Kickstarter critique for $30. I'll cover anything you want. High on the campaign page, the physical game is still available as a late pledge. However, as the project has been completed, end of 23, could you please further there are still physical games available for shipping? Okay, cool. So great. People did get their stuff. So the Can You Do It? Check mark. And hopefully they cover that a little bit as we progress down. But now I feel good. Not a flaming dumpster fire in the comment section. Let's go. A game of survival inspired by storytelling. Yeah, why do we need $40,000? That box doesn't look monstrous either. A lot of text here. Okay, you're going to just tell me about stuff, put some artwork here. They're really hoping you're going to read this. Now, this is the big thing. Is this why I'm paying $40,000 or why we need $40K? Because this is cool, but there was a mouse game, I think like called Myst, from a couple of years back that did something similar to this, I think. Myst board game. Not Mice. It was Quest. Dang it, it's from a company that went out of business that had a really stupid micro game. Anybody in the chat, if you could figure that out, let me know. It's going to burn in my brain for a while. But it was this cool little game. I took it to my class, remember? It had this gimmick where it popped open the board. But that's, why do we need that much? So 40 size, so there's tarot cards. Okay, that's a little bit more expensive. That is, then we have 40 unique rooms. So these are, what are these? What am I looking at here? This is why people generally, when they do, the industry standard is to have a big component list, and it's done in pictures, not with huge blocks of text. And I feel like this was definitely a misstep. I don't think it was a misstep to have this, but I think it was a misstep not to have both. Just because I wanna feel wowed. Actually, you know, 55 is such a bet. You know what? I'm nitpicking here. 55 is fine. The price is just fine. Why do we need $40,000? Yeah, 50. So how much is it's fine? There's no deluxified. There's no nothing. I'm so used to the industry standard of, okay, play now and watch it played. Hover over any game component and pressing spacebar will magnify the component. Oh, so we can play it now on screentop.gg. Excuse me? I did not know this was a thing. Codex? What is this? I'm a board game arena person. I just started getting into that. There's a whole separate thing. Screentop.gg. There you go. Fun fact of the day. Hey, Loam's on there. You can play it for yourself. All right. How to play video. Excellent.
Hello,
42 minutes.
My name is...
Not as excellent. But still, it's there. And hopefully it's like the how to play is like the first 15, 20, and then the last is whatever. But still, great. Beta rules. Excellent as well. Let's play solo video. Awesome. This is all good. This is all very good. I'm so bewildered. Why do you need $40,000? Like, why are they not funded? Because they need $40,000 to make this game, which is not, like, what do you do? Are you making it in the United States of America or something? Because it doesn't, I want to go, what are these? Is it because we're paying for stretch goals that are unlocked? Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't tell me it's because we're CMONing and you're actually... These stretch goals are already built into the $40,000 price, and since you haven't hit your price, they just sit there lingering. Oh, no! This powerful being makes up a single Mononoke in the game. Are good for... So is this... Is this going to be... What is a Mononoke? Is that like the big thing? Is that why? Because we're paying for numerous ones of those because you only have one in the game? Oh, no. I hope that's not. If only there was like a clean and clear component list. Where's the Mononoke? What's this thing? This is the Mononoke. Yes, that is the Mononoke. So that's why we're not funded. Because we wanted to play cute with our stretch goals. I mean, unless you can find, let me know. There's 15 people in the chat. Let me know if you see any other reason why. Because this is not a 40,000. I know tarot cards are more expensive. Like, I'll give you that. And making this the thing, surely it costs extra, but there's books that do this all the time, and you have one, right? Man. Holy Toledo. So what is this? Emperor Sotoku is counting among the three most famous yokai ever to haunt After his death, this is another Mononoke. Yeah. So if we hit $65,000, all of a sudden, you know, the price looks amazing, right? The price at $55 was already a good price. We had no problems with the price. You had to just, why couldn't you just do honest stretch goals? Why couldn't you just be like, here's the base game. We need $15,000 to make it and ship it out. And every $7,000 we hit, we can add another Mononoke. If not, we're going to have them in the expansion in the future. Why couldn't we just do that? Instead of this shenanigans of playing chicken, because we're on GameFound, and hopefully they fund. Hopefully this just launched, and they're just going to blow through all this, and it's all just going to be... But if they don't, if they get stuck on some of these stretch goals, it's going to be like... That's going to be the big hanging chad, and I wonder if anybody's bringing it up in the comments yet. So sticker sheet, I wonder if that was the early sign-on. So reviews, oh yeah, let's find about the game. From the discovery that we had from each little step with Yōkai, turning them over and reading their lore, the ever-changing castle you have to navigate, the gorgeous artwork, the tough choices that you have to make, this one is a fantastic pickup for those who love very tough cooperative games. Love it, tough cooperative game fan, solo game fan, in. Same video I already saw earlier, okay, getting your most of the mileage out of it, not a huge fan, whatever, I understand. People, stuff, things, we worked on it, risks and challenges, shipping, $15, in and out the door, $70. That should not be a hard sell at all, right? Oh, it's not, and it's not, right? Because it has the feel of a deluxeification because of the big Mononoke gimmick. And I'm calling a spade, that's not a negative. And then we have the campaign spend. Wow, really going in depth on this one. So why do we need $40,000? Co-op designers. Not all the members contribute because there's co-op designers. There's multiple designers. There's future projects. Cardboard Revolution is designed to allow us to make the art the way we'd love to. We set aside 25% of each project's fund to invest in the next adventure. So that's $10,000. So because you are putting, and here's the thing. I need to take a breath because my initial reaction to that is WTF. But this feels like the polar opposite of all the negative stuff going on in the hobby, right? They're essentially saying, hey, we're going to be pretty honest. Like, we need this money for the next thing that we're doing. So we don't have to, like, I don't know if 25% is the number, like 5, but I kind of love it. I'm going to go with third of a point grade bump up for this. This feels like a smart, I'm going to go with a no, I'm not going to go with the 2/3 of a point grade bump up for this because I still think at the end of the day, if they get stuck at around oh man, oh bananas, this campaign. I'm going to go with a third of a point grade bump up because I love the basic concept of that. And it feels like a very smart business decision for the long-term health of your company. And also, you know, like there's just tons of interest in this. It's like we have that extra chunk. You know what? We're actually just going to put it into more print runs of that because we think it's going to pay off in the back end. Love the cut of the jig there. I love the $55 price point too. No beating around the bush. I would just be like, this is the pledge on the main image. Mononoke Monday. So hopefully this just launched. Did this just launch? It just launched 4 days ago. Okay. They're probably, yeah, okay. That's not the end of the world. All right, so what is this? This is a picture of the Mononoke, which we got to get a better angle of it. You got to get better angles of it. And I know you don't want to showcase the other ones, but man, putting them on the main image, just showcasing, oh, it's a $55 board game with these pop-up gimmick things. It's hard cooperative. Like, there's a lot of great stuff there. And your price is so good. The $70 price range, there's so many people just be like, just throw money at it because whatever. What's $70 in this hobby, relatively speaking, to what we see on Kickstarter, GameFound, Backer Kit all the time? Indiegogo, you're weird. Game will be shipped from the US or UK, depending on shipping. Just to be certain, since I couldn't see this on the campaign page, oh, let's check out the updates. Let's see how engaged people were. I forgot. Oh, I already did. It was nothing. Nobody was really engaged that much. Okay. Just to be certain, since I couldn't see this on the campaign page, all the details and areas to place the gates, etc. will be on the page of the final pop-up book, right? Thus making the pop-up book a part of the game rather than just lore and scenery as it appears at the moment. Yeah, that's what I thought from the video. They didn't do a great job conveying that. It's hard to tell how the digital placeholder will be implemented in the physical game. Yes, everything in the digital version will be part of the book design, but obviously integrated nicely by our pop-up artist, making it almost a secondary game board to hold everything you need for the final battle. The physical prototype is mostly blank, so it is just a fancy deluxeified component you don't need. or I hope I'm misunderstanding that. I'm part of, if recruits and friends, could we just have one big spending the same address? Yeah, good idea. Cool. So especially for international shipping, that's always a nice thing. I really hope we reach all the stretch goals. It would be really sad if we don't get some more beautiful pop and all that thing I planned. A bit of data nerdery. Only 18% of our campaigns managed to reach 40%. Only 80% of per can. Excuse me. A bit of data nerdery. Only 18% of campaigns managed to reach 40% funded at 48 hours, and we were there by hour 36 or so. We get used to pseudo campaigns run by giant corporations that funded 3 seconds, but that's actually a minority of successful campaigns. The other thing is, we don't believe in deliberately lowballing the goal to generate hype. We make our goal exactly what we need to comfortably finish the game and have an extra 10 grand for the future. Don't forget that part. I guess the smiley face is telling. Either way, I love it. I love it. I'm calling a spade, but I love the idea, right? It's like, why not? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna just come to $1,000 extra bucks so I can make the next game. Like that's some nice incentive. Great, I support that all the way, and I hope when this finishes successfully, and I say when, not if, there will be some expansions in the future, adding new Mononoke or some new mechanics, new rooms. Possibilities are endless. Pretty much saying, if you don't hit your stretch goals, just bundle them into a box and make them expansions. We'll buy them, because that's how Kickstarter works. And if that's just what they would have done, maybe they'd have... I shouldn't say maybe. I believe they would be funded more. Be assertive with your words. Max here, another CBR designer. Adding on to what Tim said on the main account, our previous project, Loam, which I led design on, had about 1,000 followers when it went live. It reached a 10K goal on 9.5 days and ended up just over doubling the goal with 549 backers by the time it was all said and done. So don't worry. And I'm not. I'm not worried they're not going to get funded. They have plenty of time, and they've done a great enough job pushing off their boat. It's just those stretch goals, getting stuck in those stretch goal areas, because those are huge things that people are going to get excited about, and you could start then marketing them. Really like the look of this game, and then I think I'm playing it correctly in the screen top demo, but I'm finding some parts of the rule book a little hard to follow. The Let's Play video is very helpful. Well, the follow, so great. They have a rule booklet here. You can make informed decision. I do want to take a quick look at that, but let's give this one a final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I do. Wow, glossary. Don't hate that. Wow, that is a lot of terms. Kind of love it. Looks very user functional to the very back. Nice. That's exactly what I want to see. Do I want it? Yes. I do. I thought you got me with the video. I thought it was pretty well done. I really think it could have... I think it could have used a little bit more of a voiceover and a little tightening here or there, but overall I thought it was quality. Got me into the game, especially for the $55 price point. That's not bad at all. You're trying to get $70 out of my pocket to the United States of America. Do I want it? Yes. How much is it? Feels reasonable. You had, and then can you do it? You did your last project. You shipped it out. People got their stuff. You're here. You're making what I would call smart business decisions. Because yes, if you fail and you do not hit $40,000, then it will look like a very dumb business decision to ask for that additional $10,000. But if you do hit it, which I believe they probably will, because they'll probably be like, hey, we're just going to throw in those stretch goals. Or, hey, we're going to make it so you can just buy those stretch goals Mononoke that you want. They'll get over there, and then they'll have that extra chunk, right? They'll have an extra chunk to do whatever they want with and make smart financial business decisions. That's why I'm awarding them a third of a point grade bump up for that. Love the idea. And if anybody complains about it, they'll be like, yeah, it was down there. Read, I'll go all the way down. We talked about it. So final grade solid. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with just a full point grade bump down for that decision to go $40,000 and then to stretch out those stretch goals to, what was it, 55? Like that's just like, that's the gigantic elephant in the room. $65,000 if you're gonna get 2, and then 10 more enemies. Like, cool, whatever. Yeah, because like you're talking in the comments about trending towards funding. And this is what people want, right? That's like the big one. And I feel like you definitely shot yourself in the foot with how you handled that. And yeah, the more I think about it, like, so yeah, I feel like directly the 1/3 of a point grade bump up got canceled by the 1 point grade bump down for the, yeah. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Asking for $10,000 additional dollars to help make your next game, probably not your best idea on your second Kickstarter game. Saying it out loud, it seems like potential common sense. Final grade is still solid. I think we're gonna go with a B minus. C plus. Yeah, C plus. I feel like the main image, you just got to stand out a little bit more, especially with GameFound being as crowded as I have ever seen it when it comes to board games. So final grade is a C plus. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for this project, which I went away from. I don't know how to pronounce it. That one. It's down there. Also, if you have a suggestion or a request for an upcoming Kickstarter, be sure to drop it in the comments below. Thanks for your time, YouTube. I had a brain fart. Bye. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Look, I have a chat here, and the chat shows nobody talking. There's all this. Stuffed Fables. That's the use of the book of the map. Not the one I'm thinking about. This is random, but one of the designers of the game. Holy Toledo. Hi, Tim. AMA. Again, I guess? Yeah. I'm one of the founders of Pillbox Games. All true believers. Just want to say thank you so much for the video you made last week. Oh, cool. Hey, God, why is my chat working on my stupid thing? Hello, Tim. It was basically a one-man focus group, incredibly useful for us to see what was confusing and could be improved. $40 is the amount of money it actually takes to make a game. The stretch goals are not designed yet. Oh, this is all the stuff on screen top. Gosh darn it, why couldn't I see this? Or rather, not designed by the engineer yet. It's pretty expensive to hire an artist and paper engineer, and printing the books themselves is quite a bit of effort for the printer. Art pop-up books more complex to make, so I can see why the goal is $40K. They're very complex to design. No, it's 25% of profit, not income. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like such an ASS. I'll be honest, I've spent more for less. It's not 10K though, LOL. It's 25% of the profit, which would be way less than that. Oh my gosh. Howdy. Oh my gosh. Apologies. So yeah. Either way, I still think core foundational thing, just that decision to go with the 50 to 65,000, like that part, that's still, yeah, okay. Good. Okay, I still, oh wow. Bye.